Hello, Gary Hernandez here, and welcome to Cane Self-Defense with Master Gary Hernandez. We are still working in our beginner level videos for the month of February. I'm going to be talking in this video about using your crook to strike with. A lot of times people learn how to pick up their cane and use the long shaft to strike with, or take the tip of the cane and go into a bayonet or a single-handed thrust. Well, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to use the crook. Now, I'm using just a basic generic cane this is a Cane Master's training cane, and it's just a basic crook that comes around, and it's big enough to hook around the neck, but it's nothing that's too crazy. There are many different kinds of crooks, and we can talk about that more later on, but I just want to go with the basic. Now, one of the simplest things you can do with a crook when you're in close is called the pop and strike. From here, I simply, boom, and I come up. What I did was I had the crook here. He starts to throw a punch or something. Again, I always talk about this hand. It has a job. He throws that punch. As I redirect that hand, my hand's here. It comes up, and I just move it. That's as far as I need to go. For this one here, I'm here. I come up. It's right here, and I'm popping to the face. I don't have to bring it way, I don't have to go that high, but I'm here, my hand's on the crook, I simply, and boom, there it is, one motion. So you want to practice that. You're here. Now, if you want to just practice it basically, your cane is here, slide it up. Facing this way, slide it up, slide it up. Then you start moving a little bit. Just enough to get you to where you're going to be able to strike. He's here, we're here, my hand's down here on my crook. I don't need to bend. I don't need to pop it up first and strike, so I learned to do it in one motion. And I hit. So again, it pops up as I move. That way he doesn't see this and get ready for this. Now it's like, look, I don't want to fight, and then I can hit him. Striking areas when you're swinging this, when you bring it up and you want to strike, and understand, yes, we are hitting to the head, so you got to be careful. Better have a good reason, because there's going to be a lot of damage to somebody when you're smashing them in the face, teeth, or throat with a piece of wood. You don't want to end up in one little room, and then you don't want this ending up as in another room called Exhibit A, and then you two meet later on in court. As I popped up and moved, my striking areas, if I must, I've got the throat. Depending on how hard and how much force I hit, I can give him enough to gag him, or give him enough to really put him down. I also can go right to the teeth. Remember, I'm not punching him with my fist, because I'll never punch anybody in the teeth, because you're going to bust your knuckles wide open. But I got a piece of wood, so it straight in. I also got the nose, or hair lip, just right below it. Boom. And I can also catch him right on the bridge area, right between the eyes up here. I try never to go top when I'm training, because I don't want to get conditioned to where I might skim it off their head and then I didn't really get a good hit. I can also take this by moving to one angle, shifting it up, and hooking it in. So I can do that as well. Simply like here, hey, move and strike. So I have those areas. Can I take a crook and take it to the body? I said in many videos before that I'm a big fan of using my tip into the body, because this is a bigger area and this is more concentrated, and I want to put it in the solar plexus, and I talk about how I rather use the crook for the face and neck versus the tip, because I could skim or miss. But yes, I can take my crook simply and hit here. I would prefer, as I do that, to keep it more of a vertical versus more of a horizontal. Because if I'm hitting, and I got a pretty good built guy, and you're hitting him with the crook, it's going to disperse that energy amongst his pecs. But if I can turn it and put it between into the solar plex, that's going to cause more damage, make him back up. So that's what I really want to do. So I'm sitting here like this, all of a sudden, boom, and I go right in. You don't need to come up too much, just about right there. Now, let's talk about taking this crook and instead of using how we use our full shaft of the cane for our strikes, for our strikes, for our strikes, I can do the same with the crook. Now I can simply, from here, I can pop it up more. Now I have it popped up more. And of course, I can strike. I can strike. I can strike. So all I have to do now is I'm moving around, popped it up a little bit higher. Now I've got it about right here. I can step back and think of bringing a hammer down right on that collarbone. Yes, obviously there's the head, but remember what I said, have a really good reason or you're going to have some serious legal issues, especially, I mean, you take a chance on almost killing this individual. So we don't want to do that. I want to get him off me. So again, I'm here. I'm moving around, shot it up. I got a nice grip on it, on that collarbone. I could come across that neck as well. I'm sitting here. I popped it up. I moved. Boom. Right there in the groin area. Catch him right between. Boom. Again, I'm using that. Another thing I like to do is, if he's reaching for me, now I could come up and hit that all day long. Hey, I lost my tip. So I can come up and I can hit all day long. This one's getting old and I need a new tip for this. So I can come down and strike that all day long. But if I'm out in the streets and we're moving around and my body's racing and I'm nervous and stuff, I could miss him. So one of the things I'll do is I'll pop it up because now I have a wider striking area and I can come down on those hands. That allows me to hit those hands reaching for me. Again, this will work good if I catch it this way. But if I step this way, I'm liable to maybe miss them. Here I have a wider striking radius and I can hit more. So again, I'm sitting here, I pop it up and boom. If I'm further away, I popped it up and I hit. So practice your cane. You're going to turn it a couple times here. Practice popping it up for striking. Practice popping it higher for swinging. So hopefully that helps. Remember, that crook, there is more to do with the crook, but we'll cover that another time. And what I mean by that is, yes, I can use it for hooking the neck. Yes, I can use it for hooking the leg and sweeping them. And yes, I can hook the arms and rotate them around and stuff. But we'll cover hooking and pulling somebody in at a later date. Right now, again, I'm just popping it up and either striking or I'm popping it up and just going straight with a shot. So again, hopefully that helps. If you get an opportunity, please subscribe to the channel. I want to try to help this channel grow. Gary Hernandez, thank you very much. And we will see everybody real soon. Have a good night. Bye.